Hey there, everybody. Welcome back with the Purplatypus is the name, and today we are going to take a look at the new patch notes, November 3rd, 2022. Let's read through them. I love me some patch notes. Now, these ones are pretty brief if you look at them. Looks like it's mostly known issues, and which isn't even in the patch notes, and then bug fixes, right? This is going to be most of what we see here. So it's going to be a small one, but let's go ahead and take a look. It's still exciting, right? New feature, titles. Titles have been added to the reward pool for the Collector's Reserve. So now if we go into the game, let's take a look here. This is not what I wanted. This is not what I wanted. Where's my Marvel Snap? There we go. I know it's going to look weird. All right, just give me a second. Where would it be at? Would I come here? I don't know, but they added titles to the game. I just honestly may not have any yet, right? Because I just got the thing. But let's take a look. There's another thing here that I wanted to mention. I gotta have a button to switch scenes. Character logos have been added to the avatars. That's cool. Boosters earned after a match will now favor cards less than 20. So it's going to be easier to get your very first, take your gray cards up to green and, blue or whatever. PC ability to resize gameplay window. So a nice little PC thing. Gameplay window default to FPS. Whatever, 60 FPS. I mean, I don't care at all, but it's like a nice little thing, right? The foil and prism cards have been improved. The card upgrade sequence has been shortened, and you have the ability to skip. Lots of visual polish. This is something we're just going to see, right? In the interface, buttons, game board, and more. Updated visual effects for Magic to reflect her recent ability adjustment. Now, they're not changing Magic here, but I think she was changed at launch for us day one players that weren't in the beta. Added click and hover states for buttons that did not have them. So basically, what it looks like they added here, if we come back, is like you can see this now, right? This is Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Hawkeye, Gamora. I like the Carnage one. It doesn't show up actually in the avatar, but I guess this is in case you don't know who these are. You could then know who it is you're representing, right? Let's take a look here. I wanted to see if I could see the title thing here, but it might be something we have to unlock because we have to show them what's up, right? All right, that's fine. We'll keep the Carnage. Other than that, yeah, the foils. The foils are actually pretty cool. So you can see from Iceman, I can't see the old ones right now, but here's the new one. It kind of has like a Mr. Negative vibe to it, doesn't it? I actually really I like it. I still like having I don't like the foil treatment that much in general because I just like having a full, cool, detailed background. But that's why it's a variant, basically, right, of the thing. You don't lose access to your card. You still have this, and it is very cool. It's very flashy. But the one that I think is actually way better, because I hated it before, hate's a strong word, but I really didn't like it, was the this one, right? The prism kind of thing. It was very, very dominant, and you couldn't see the background at all. And so now you do. It might be a little bit hard to see the prisms. They're not that easy to see, but there are like a bunch of little prisms in here throughout it. But this is I think this is a pretty big improvement. I like this one a lot more. I really like being able to see the backgrounds, right? Like, I wonder if they must draw the backgrounds totally separate from the character, right? Because that sign that says one way, right? It's not like they drew this character in this background. They just have a background, then they put the character they want on it. That way you could have a nice 3D effect. Very, very cool thing. Actually, this is not related. You guys can't even see it that well, right? But the point is, I know it's like cut off, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? It's what I got. Balance updates, very small ones here. So Nick Fury has been added to the random pool. So now you can just get them from random sources. I thought I had this happen before, but maybe not. But maybe I just saw like a YouTube video or something. That's probably what happened. Very cool. Daredevil is now available in Card Series 3. So I guess Daredevil was like a early access thing, like the beta thing. Maybe it was like on one of the rewards tracks that we don't have anymore. So now we can get Daredevil. Kind of lame. We don't just get him. We have to randomly get him eventually. But Daredevil's a really, really good card. Updated functionality of Wolfsbane and Dagger to count unrevealed cards when determining their power gain. So this is actually just a straight up buff. This is the only buff in the patch notes. Updated functionality. So now if you have that location show up that like causes nothing to be revealed this turn, you can still play Wolfsbane on 3 after that and still reveal and get the full value. It doesn't matter the order of which you play, right? Because if you play You know, if you're going to play Wasp, Ant-Man, whatever, Wolfsbane, if you play Wolfsbane first, it'll still flip and it'll see all the unrevealed cards and it'll get all their powers. So that's very cool. I actually really like that. It felt a little unnecessary of a feels bad when you do it in the wrong order. But now, you know, it's kind of nice. So Wolfsbane got a bit of a buff. How much will it actually affect the gameplay of Wolfsbane? I'm not sure. I don't know. I can't think of any like brand new interactions this would open up potentially, you know. But it's still something that is pretty darn neat, and it's nice just to have in the game. But besides that, we don't really have much, right? We got a lot of bug fixes down here. Many updates to improve text, multiple updates, avatars are visible again in the second introductory mission, blah, 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 blah. Fix an issue that would cause, Jubilee no longer triggers on play effects for cards like Angela, Bishop, and Lockjaw when she pulls them for the deck. So if you pulled so if Jubilee pulled Lockjaw would activate and Jubilee would go back into the deck. Is that true? So like when you play Jubilee and you win into Angela would get the +2 power from the Jubilee. That's very weird. The Lockjaw thing seems like a huge buff actually, or you know, not a buff, but it seems like a nerf, the opposite. It seems like that's I like that it's being affected here. Attempting to matchmake without a full deck should now provide a warning message. Avatars should no longer blah blah blah. I wonder if they have anything about the matchmaking changes. The purchase button for variants in the shop no longer disappears when the shop refreshes. Card labels no longer clip under the notch. Tapping variants you've already bought no longer has an overlapping sold message. Just trying to see if there's anything here that's like relevant. Sound effects, text. More legible. Fix an issue with Ronin. Combinations could cause snap errors, where players can get locked into tutorial at the Sentinel is waiting part of the deck edit tutorial. All right, so yeah, it doesn't seem like there's that much that changed, but still, we don't need that much. It's only been a couple weeks since the game's been out. They've already added several new locations, and there was I want to call it a new card. Miles Morales isn't new to any of us that have been playing since day one only, but there it is. That is the patch notes for today. Nice, short, simple, but you know, some nice little changes. And honestly, I really do like the increased polish in general. This game seems to have a lot of cool visual effects, and the sound is really good. And so them kind of finishing up I won't say finishing up, but them adding more touches to that to make it feel a little more like everything is up to snuff is actually kind of nice. And there was like a little bit of bug fixes too, but I'm hoping the next one will have a little bit more meaty actual balance update, you know, meta defining stuff. But also I would like the matchmaking system to maybe, I don't know, be updated or something. It feels a little wonky right now. I've been in a wonky spot with matchmaking where it's like it causes me to, even though my collection level is 700, it was at a point, I was facing people with like 2,500 collection levels and shit, like people that are way higher than me, because I had entered pool 3, but everyone else in pool 3 had been playing since beta, because the people that started when I did hadn't spent as much money as I did, so I was like pay to lose. It was kind of in this weird bucket, but I was just trying to collect all the cards, right? And I'm still trying to, but yeah, anyway, that's it. Much love. Purplatypus is Purplatypus. I will see you in the next video, guys. Peace out.